Okay, so today we'll be resuming with the daily coding thing because I was unable to continue that because of some projects I had to submit. And now we'll start with this first question of the contest. Cloud watching. Chef believes he can predict the weather by just looking at clouds. Chef saw a cloud in the morning, B clouds in the evening. He believes that if the number of clouds he saw in the evening is at least three times of the number of the clouds he saw in morning. Okay, okay. Mm. Is that it will rain if so these are evening clouds if B by is greater than 3 is at least three times. Okay. See out and handle else say out and try handle. Okay. Mm, okay. Fine. More cookies. Alice, along with n of her friends, visited a bakery. There, Alice initially bought C cookies and her friend bought AI cookies. Alice is quite competitive. She will only happy if at least one friend has strictly less cookies than her, and no other friend has equal cookies to her to ensure that she is happy. Okay. When friends visit bakery, Alice initially brought C cookies and her friend bought AI cookies. At least one friend has strictly less cookies than her, and no other friend has equal cookies to her. Okay. Number of test cases. First line contains N and C, and again another N characters are A1, A2 account of cookies bought by Alice's friends. Now, minimum number of extra cookies Alice must buy. Well, it's pretty simple, I guess. Mm, 3, 5, N and C. What is N? First line is N. There are three friends, and 5 is the amount of cookies with Alice. Alice must buy one more cookie and total. Okay, okay, okay. What we'll do is we'll take N and C as input. N and C, and then create an array and N. Take the input now. I'll sort it, then I'll iterate it. Let's say y equals to 0, then I'll iterate. At least one cookie should be less than her. Well, hmm. Two tests will be passed. At least one friend has strictly less cookie than her, and another thing. Okay, if A is 0, less than C, then it's okay if A0 is greater than or equal to C. Hmm. What this will do is I'll be incrementing by with A0 minus, if it's a 0 then I'll just add a 1. Okay, and then no other friend has a equal cookie to her. Okay, if AI equals to C, now I'll iterate through 1 to n. If AI is C, I mean the number of cookies are the equal, then I'll increment by with one more amount, and I think that will be the thing answer. I'll just output by. Oh no. 1203. Okay, this thing worked. No, I'll submit. I just had to increment number of cookies simultaneously so that it will be possible for me. Friend has equal cookies, at least one friend has less cookies. We will move with the third question. Hope I will be able to solve this in this contest because in most of the division 4 contests as well, I am able to solve the first two questions, but I just want to increase my rating to the 2 star. Chef pot and different snacks. No need to decide which ones to eat. The ith snack has a tastiness of AI and contains VI units of sugar. Note that AI can be 0 or even negative. Chef wants limited sugar intake, so he will choose some non-negative integer L. Then he can only eat snack if it has at most L units of sugar. I that means it should satisfy BI less than L. Okay. Now that he doesn't need to eat every snack that satisfy BI less than L. He can skip some one of them too. Okay, let's just denote the sum of tastiness value of all snacks chef decides to eat after choosing the value of L. Chef satisfaction then equals stress minus L. That is sum of tastiness values. Okay, now I think we have to maximize the value of satisfaction. Mm, choose the value of L and snacks eat appropriately. Number of test cases input is, and we have N and A and B. Put the new line minimum possible value. Okay, I guess there is no value of L over here. Tastiness can be negative as well, so he doesn't like that. It will instead um, worsen my satisfaction level, so I should not worry about negative values. And B is the amount of sugar and limit intake I have to limit, and N is number of elements. In the first test case, if we take L as 2 and eat only the first snack, the overall satisfaction is 4 minus 2. Okay, so this is less fine. And this is somewhere. Then don't eat any snacks. If all values are negative, then it's fine. Choose L equals to 0 in the test case 3 and don't eat any snacks. Overall satisfaction is 0, which is still better than eating any snack. How? If we take L as 10, okay, because this is greater, 9 is greater than 8, we cannot do it. Similarly, here, so the main thing is this should be lesser than this thing. 4 is less than 5, 2 is less than 12, 4 is greater than minus 6. And well, if what did he take? L is 4. If we have taken L as 4, then S minus L. Sum of all the tastiness minus L. You can eat this A1 plus A2 minus A1. A1, A2, A4. Okay. He didn't prefer to take this because it has a negative value. And instead it will worsen the satisfaction level. This is how I need to choose the better snack. Now let's see how can we implement it. So the main idea is 2 should be less than 4. And then C and then I'll create 2 arrays A and B. Then I'll input the values. Okay. Now this is the satisfaction score, or okay, sum of all the tastiness, whatever. If AI and out of this we'll be choosing the minimum value of the BI possible, which should satisfy all conditions, I guess, which is nothing but maximum value of this thing. I'll create a vector and be final, and then I'll push back the values, push back AI, not AI, BI, and then once let me see how does the array look, I mean the vector look. Received output is 4. This is 0, 18, and this is 4. 18, 4 to 1, and we take 4 as the maximum. Well, I feel like I am ignoring some edge cases, and I will understand that when I get an error. Now, where did I mess up with this thing? May match element, cout L. Why am I not getting any output? Okay, let's try solving this question before going to this. This is looking somewhat easier. I'll just sort the array and do whatever he's asking me to do. First of all, I'll take n, the int k, cnk, then thing is that I have to maximize the sum as possible, and I have to find the optimal value of L. I don't need to worry about S, I guess. I need to find the optimal value of L so that it will satisfy the all the thing. I mean, it should be minimum as well as maximum to satisfy all the thresholds. What I did was those whoever values were not negative, I stored their values into this thing, and then I found out the maximum. Then I did S minus L. This is AI and this is BI. And also I have ensured that BI should be less than AI so I don't mess up that bad with my I mean what do I say? The satisfaction score. How can I solve for it? A1, A2, A3 and AN. These are the initial values for A. B1, B2, B3 and Bn. A can be negative as well as positive, but B is always positive. And what do I need to do is I need to find sum of all the valid testiness, the difference and the limit, the threshold that I need to set for B, and whatever values I'll be considering in that case. Let's say 5, 4, 12, 2, 1, 1. The threshold will be nothing but maximum of these values. Hmm. How can this be done? Hmm. What was the mistake in my code? What I needed was AI should be greater than 0 and this thing should be greater than equal to BI. Then only I'll add them, then I'll push this. This is the valid thing to get the good similarity score. I mean not similarity score. Whatever we say. 13 0. Okay, I need to consider it. But why am I getting a wrong answer? Hmm, I failed on the second test case. Why do I feel this is an optimal solution? Because I'm just adding all those values up of a good tastiness thing, and I'm subtracting the maximum threshold out of all thresholds so that it will satisfy all the AIs, and then we get an optimal answer. But I feel like I'm thinking in the wrong direction because if I put as 4 minus 1, 2 comma 4. If I set threshold as 4, it will be of no meaning to me. But if I set threshold as 2, it will definitely matter a lot. Okay, let's say I have a test case where all the numbers are greater than 0. Let's say 10, 8, 7, 6, 5. And the b values for 5 is greater. Let's say it's 8, then 6, 5, 3, 4. And let's say other opposite case where we have the same thing in opposite manner. If I set 8 as threshold, then what will be my answer? 10 plus 8, 7 plus 6 plus 5. This will be my final answer, minus 8. That's where I got more benefit and 8 here. But what if I set 8 as threshold here? Then I will be getting the same answer. But if I set again 4 as threshold here, I won't get the same answer because all need to be less than 4 to satisfy my answer. Then it's the obvious thing that we have to select maximum out of all positive values to make our answer maximum. See, s minus l means I need to minimize l, but at the same time, yeah, if I maximize l also, I'm getting more benefit where I'm just gathering more taste in the scores. We need the optimal value of the tastiness. I don't want to include the negative tastiness. What if I just sort them up, keep them aside, and find the good sum and minus the maximum threshold? But what if I didn't set the threshold? Let's say this had threshold as 1 and this had threshold as 4. Then what could I just do was, this will not be better, rather I'll set threshold as 2. This was more better because 17 minus 2 is 15, whereas yes, 17, 18 minus 4 is 14. This is where we, okay, fine. First of all, I'll drop the negative values and positive, I mean, all the negative AI values things. Let's say we have both clubbed together. I'll name it as something else. XYZ, let me just next. Now what will I do is in this condition, now what I'll do is just this is greater than 0, and I'll push it in that. Now what I'll do is I'll sort and reverse. Hmm. I'll now start with, I think we have this as equal to 0, of L equal to 0. Okay, what else? Yeah, 0 is good thing. L will store the minimum value of L till now. Or else it will store the maximum value, I think. So what will it do is, let's say I have this test case. At first my code will sort it. Let's say we have 1 4 5 1 12 2, and I have sorted in the reverse order on basis of AI 5 1 12 2 and 1 4. Now what will I do is, let's say previous is equal to 12 it dot begin first plus s 0 minus 2, it's 10. Now I will do this thing. If 10 is greater than 10, no. 1 minute. And this thing is obeyed, then I'll just add this thing and I'll do this, and s l will be now 2. Now again we'll go for 5. L will be now 2 and L will be maximum of this thing. And just 2 again. Now if we go for the summation, 15 minus 2, not 15. Wait, I don't need to do this minus L thing. It's 12. Then S will be whatever it will be. Then prev will be 15. Now we'll go for this last value. If 15 S will be now 16 plus 1, L will be 4 plus 1 minus 4. Better than previous, no, else L is equal to, well, fine. What I'll just do is see out. Well, I made error. Wait, let me just parse the file again. That's not good actually. Let me verify my code with this thing, test case. I don't know why this test case is not being updated here. Let's just visualize it. I mean, check it. This thing is mm, no, IT dot first is 1. Okay, this is S, this is L, this is prev. S plus IT dot first. Wait, no, S plus IT dot first minus L. 18 minus. Okay, okay, I got it. Mm, okay, now let's try it. C out S minus L and L. Wait, did I submit it? Okay, okay, well, now I'll submit and see. Hoping this shall work at least. If this didn't work, then we have to look further again. Where mm, okay, it was expected to happen. I'll try some custom test cases and look after it. Let's say I have 8, 9, and 7 and 6. This is where I'm getting the error exactly. I need to fix this thing. My ultimate answer should be 0, not this. 8776. Now L is 0 and we have previous as OK dot begin plus 0 minus 9, which is minus 1. Now I'll iterate just and L will be maximum of both the things. In maximum of L comma it dot second. What is it now? 0 maximum of 0 comma 9, which is 9. And then we'll check the same thing, but it won't happen, so L will continue to be 9. I mean L will continue to stay 0. Now again this thing also won't satisfy because S is no 0 anyhow. So 0 plus 7 minus L. What is L? L is IT dot second out of maximum values. This is again 0, so this won't work. Then L will be 0 as it was before. But why my code is failing here? I just need to find this thing, then I'm done with the question, I guess. Maybe. Let's say I'll add some test case where I'll be giving input as 1, 2, 8, 7, 9, 6. Wait. What was the previous input? 8, 9, 7, 6. Okay, well, I think that's good to go. What is the expected output actually? I'll not choose 8, I'll instead choose 7. And 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 should be the expected output. Received output is 0. Hmm. Previous is equal to 8 plus 0 minus 9. Okay, which is minus 1. And duplicate value of L is 0. L will be maximum of 0 comma IT dot second. IT dot second is 9. L will be 9. Then this doesn't work. I'll just debug the code again. See out S IT not first. Okay. Hmm. Again, why am I getting this garbage value here? It's only, I think it's a problem with compiler in this case. Okay, okay, wait. I didn't initialize the input properly. Well, that's good. Now let's as I did to 9 again here. Then and 0. Okay, very good. I think this should work now. Bro, why is this happening? Hmm. This is where I get stuck in most of the contests. The second problem I like to say it as the third problem trap, and mostly even in Code Chef as well. Somehow I just need to solve the third problem at any cost. This looks so easy to do, but at the end, why do I fail in this? And just try. I have to try with some custom test cases, which will get me answer. First things, I'm not concerned with negative values. I don't need negative values at all. So I'll just kick them out. And what do I need is positive values. Or else there's, I think, alternate approach to this. What I can do is instead of this, I will sort it in the order of thresholds. Then what will I do was I will use prefix sum mostly. Let me just print and see how will the array, I mean the vector look. Mm. These are the values of threshold 2, 4, 4, 5. Wait, 8, 9, 8. Okay, it's fine. 1, 1, 2, 12, 4, 5. This is the highest threshold. What I'll do is under all the thresholds, I'll find the sum and I'll subtract them and look. What do I mean is, let's say I have this 4, 5. Let's say initially I take 4 as the threshold. Then these all are values under that threshold only. So I'll add up to this, then I'll subtract minus 4. I need prefix sum for that basically. Now what I'll do is vector int a new, vector int b new, by command. No, wait. For auto 80, okay, a new dot push back bi is nothing but 80 dot first, 80 dot second, b new dot pushback id dot first. Now what I'll do is I'll calculate prefix sum of a vector. For that I need help of some external code. I guess it is allowed in rules of the contest. Prefix sum of a vector. I need the implementation for vector, not for this thing. Okay, anyways, I just need to initialize it with int n is equal to okay dot size and this n and this n and int is equal to 0 comma l equals to 0. This will be as it is. Now int answer equal to 0. Okay, let me just calculate prefix sum. I guess I don't have enough time for this, but let's just try it. Prefix pref of n n1, let's say n1 n1 and prefix n1 plus 1 equals to 0. This array, and I'll just copy paste the implementation. N1 and this will be a new, this will be a new, and this will be prefix sum. Now what will I do is yeah, what I did was I just wrote prefix sum. Let me just explain it on the paper. Now what I have is initially 4, 5, 2, 12, 1. This is a new. In a new, what will I have? 1, 12, 5. Now it will be 1, 13, 18, 1, 2, 4. Now what I'll do is I'll just subtract from all the thresholds and see which one is the maximum one. Let's say I have 9, 8. 8 minus 9 is minus 1. Well, that's a different thing. Let's say we have 4 minus 1, 2 comma 4. Then what will my array have? 2, 4, and then we go for 2, 4. This minus this. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing what we do now. Now what I'll do is rep I comma and 1. Answer is equal to maximum of answer comma a new of no I mean prefix sum of I minus b b new of I. Now out of this I'll just print the value of answer and okay, well, it failed. Where did I do mistake here? Line number 143. Okay, it was unnecessary. 0 0 0. Well, let me just see what does prefix sum of I show. Rather than outputting the answer. 0 0 0 0. And then 1. Why is it showing zeros? Prefix sum, initialize the first element, and you of 0. Okay, well, I think this is the thing. This is A and this is B. If I sorted in order of B, I have 2 comma 4. Then my it will be 4. Then any of 0 is this thing. Why is the code not working here? Well, I need to check from somewhere else. Why is it showing B new of I also 0? Actually, Okay, okay. Now it showed the right thing. Prefix sum of I and b new I up to the I thing. 'Cause I think the contest is over. I submit in practice anyhow. Why am I getting negative value still? 18 comma 1, 5 comma 4, 4 comma 2 is just fine. But okay, 5 comma 4. Why is it not showing prefix sum of the array? 5, 17, 18. Well, 4. Okay, 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 okay. We need the maximum value of b. First, what I'll do is I'll do 18 minus 4. Then I'll do 18 minus. No, not 18 minus. Well, I got it. Mm, I need to iterate this in reverse manner. Answer is equal to b of n1 minus I plus 1. How do I print in reverse order? Okay, well, let's just ignore this and see. 5 and 5, 6. I'm getting a garbage value. So I got 1 here. I need to iterate for b in reverse order and prefix sum in the ascending order. Let's just iterate the same for this thing. Okay. Failed. Oh, sorry, sorry. I meant the maximum, not minimum. Failed again. Well, then I need to absolve it tomorrow. 5 is sum of all the thresholds below 4, is it? No, what I need is all sum of all the thresholds below 4. And from 2, what I need is sum of all the thresholds below 2. From 1, what I need is sum of all the thresholds below 18. That's what the thing I want here. I need to do in single time complexity, not n square. Wait, can I go for n square? Yes, I can go for n square. Okay. Bro, if I could go for n square, that was quite easy. I'll simply drop the n, I mean all the values and wait, let me just show you. 14, 16, 17 minus 1. How did we get 16? Okay, I forgot to check for each threshold. Okay, well, very good, very good. Now what I need is just to print the maximum of these. Why did I get 6 here? Let's say I have taken this 6 as threshold, then I need to calculate the sum of all values of a below 6 having threshold less than 6. I can just write the direct code to be honest. What I need is to ignore negative values. That's it. No, what I need is vi. Okay. Why is it pushing 7 here? Score equal to 0, threshold equal to 9. Okay. If bj is less than or equal to 9 and ai greater than 0, then score I'll add 8 plus this thing. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 minus 9 is again 6, not 7. Anyways, let's see. If bj is what? 8. Okay. Okay. If I take 15, wait. bj is 9 is less than or equal to 9 and ai greater than 0, then I'll add this. Then we'll go for this thing. If 7 and this threshold is less than 9, and then again I'll add 7, which is 15. Then I'll push back threshold 15 minus 9. 15 minus 9 it should be. What is 15 minus 9? It is 6. Why is it not pushing 15 minus 6? 9 and 6. Let's just debug that. See out score 16 9 17 6. Where did he get 16? Man, that's really 8 plus 7 is 15. Okay, I think wait n 2 ai bi. Okay, score equal to 0, threshold equal to 9, j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus. If this 9 less than equal to 9, then and ai greater than 0, score plus or equal to 8. Okay, and then again this thing score plus or equal to 7. 16 minus 9, how did you get 16 minus 7 and 6 is just fine, but 8 plus 7 is not 16. It's 8 plus 8 is 16. 8 plus 7 is 15. I'll just verify it. AI is 8 again. Hmm. I is equal to 0. Okay. Now J is equal to 0. Bi is 0. Bi is 9. Now, this since 9 is less than equal to 9, then AI will point to 8 here. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll just solve this question tomorrow. Well, bye.